Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts. Excuse me. And today I'm going to bring you a video on making these little lace flowers. I've been doing a lot of research, watching a lot of videos, and trying to figure out how to best make lace flowers that I felt were pretty and would look nice on projects and things like that, and possibly some that I could sell in my Etsy shop. So I have been doing a lot of different flower tutorials and things like that. I've been making a lot of the rolled roses myself and using those mostly in my projects. I don't sell those. But I also haven't been putting, you know, the backings and things on them. I just put them on my projects the way they are because they're already, you know, ready to go. But this is one of my rolled roses that I made recently, and I just love making them. The rolled roses are so far my very favorite. These are, you know, I really love them. I think that these are kind of becoming my new favorite. But, you know, I can't really say that I have a favorite because it depends on the project that you're doing as to what kind of flower you want to use. So they're all my favorites. Anything that is a flower is my favorite. So anyway, these are some of the ones that I made in my journey of learning how to make these. Again, I watched several videos. This one I used just a double lace. It had the 2 layers of lace, and it was a ruffled lace, and so that one came out pretty. And most of these I used the last little bit of a piece of lace that I had sitting around. So I don't have, oh, I do have a piece of that lace. I have a piece left of that. So this is the lace that I used to do this flower. And it's kind of a dusty green, blue-green color. And I thought it was pretty. I thought it would make a pretty flower for a special project. And then this is a double, this is one that had ribbon at the top. It had this little bit of lace at the top, and then this ribbon, and then this sheer lace around the edges. And I just thought that was really pretty, and it really did make a beautiful flower. And then I did this one, I did using a thick crocheted lace that's more of a, like a doily thickness. And I wasn't sure if this would work, you know, but I had to try it. And actually it made a beautiful flower. And then I just added this little dangle piece, and this is one of my handmade flowers. This is one of my handmade paper flowers that I made. So I thought that that really came out very nice. I love this flower. And then there's this one, which I think is my favorite so far. And I really am finding that I really like the sheer laces if you're trying to do something really feminine and airy. And look at the, just, it's so pretty and so delicate. And this is a bigger flower. This is about 4 inches around, maybe bigger. And so I really, really love this one. And then I just added some of my, trim. Let's see if I can find it now. I had it out for this video. This is pink, but this is the purple one that's the same trim. I just used some of this trim and cut a couple of pieces off and added those pieces in sort of behind this applique flower, and I thought it just turned out gorgeous. So we got to remember to use our little bits of other trims and things to add, you know, pop and color to the things that we're making. And then I did this one, which is a little bit smaller. It's a different lace. And so your width of your flower is going to depend on the lace that you use. So this was a wide lace. This one here, I used this lace. And it's not, you can see it's not a ruffled lace. It's just a straight lace that I put together into this flower. So it doesn't have to be ruffled lace. What I do want to buy is I want to get more lace like this that's a sheer lace, but with more of a scallop. So I will be doing, as soon as I can, I'm going to go do some shopping for laces and try and see if I can kind of build up my inventory on the kinds of laces that I want to use for different things, because they all have different purposes for me anyway. And so this one is a little bit heavier lace, but still very, very delicate and fine. And again, I used some of those little bits of that trim to add that pop of color into it. And look at how beautiful that came out. So this would be a medium-sized flower, and this is a large flower. And then I also made this one, which was made with just a little piece of this lace, probably about this same size, to make this flower. And so it doesn't take a lot. If you're making a small flower, you just need a small piece of lace to make a flower like that. And I thought that actually came out really, really pretty. I really like it. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna read. I'm gonna read my my inspirational quote, and it says, and I don't know who this is from, "Be careful with your words. Once they are said, they can only be forgiven, not forgotten. Think before you speak. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind?" So I really liked that one, and it has this cute little picture of a little boy sitting, looks like under a tree stump or something, but isn't that adorable? So anyway, I liked that a lot, and I thought I would read that one to you guys today. So that's my quote for the day. And let's go ahead and let's start getting into flower making. I don't know if I'm going to do this one or not, but I just wanted to take out some of the different laces that you can use to make these. And I don't know if I'll get one done, two done, probably not more than two. This one is going to make probably medium to largish flower, and then this one I'm going to use, and it should make a smaller flower. So this piece I just took out to show you. You can use something like this. You could use it straight like this and make your flower, and you'd get sort of a medium-sized flower. Or I was thinking I might try this and fold it over and double it to make a smaller flower, but I like this sort of sage-ish green. And I thought this might make some nice little small trim flowers. So, but the first one that we're going to do, we're going to use this pretty, very vintage looking, this is a beige-ish colored lace. And you can see it's pretty beige. It's this is a white napkin behind it. So I wanted you to be able to kind of see the color of this. It's more of a pinky beige. In my eyes anyway. And I'm going to double this. I'm not going to make it full size. I'm going to double this. So I'm going to fold it over like that so that we get sort of a doubled flower. And what I'm going to do is, instead of using just a light colored thread, I'm going to use this red thread. And that's okay, because honestly, I used the red thread because I couldn't see. I was doing these at night in the living room, and I don't have great lighting in my living room. So I used red thread on this, and you can't see it from the top, so it's okay. But I really wanted to use it in this one today so that you guys could actually see the thread that I was working with. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it, and I've got a knot tied in the end of it. And we're going to start down at this end, and I'm just going to take and pull my thread through, and then I'm going to go in between the thread here, and I'm going to, oh, what did I do? I got a hold of it. There we go. And I'm going to, what happened here? I don't know what happened. Okay, so then here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to run it through again. This is the way I normally do it, and I'm just going to do it my way. I'm trying to do it the way that one of the video people did it, and it's not working for me. So I'm going to go through this loop, and I'm just going to get my knot in the end of it. Okay, so you can see I've got probably 3/4 of an inch from the end of this scallop to the next scallop. So all we're going to do, and we're going to test along the way, we're going to go about 1/4 of an inch between our stitches, and I'm just going in at the about an eighth of an inch from the edge, and I'm just going to keep on stitching, doing a running stitch here. And I'm getting as much as I can on that needle before I pull it through. And I agree with the one girl that I was watching her video, and she said she said she doesn't cut her lace or pre-cut it to size, because sometimes when you do that, you don't cut enough, and it's always better to have too much rather than not enough, and I agree with her on that. So she said, you know, just don't pre-cut it, just do it, and when you feel like you've got enough for your flower, then cut it off. And I'm sorry, you guys, I have a Band-Aid on my finger. I cut my finger this morning, so I'm trying to take care of it. And you can see, so I'm getting like a doubled flower there. I think this one's going to be really pretty and really vintage looking. So I'm going to keep on going. I'm probably going to use this whole piece, because the larger, again, the larger the flower is, the more lace you're going to need. So just remember that, and that will help you to kind of get it right. And as I'm going along, I'm just checking it to see kind of where we're at in the circle. Okay, and then trying to make sure that I keep my edges where I want them and don't go off track here. And this was all I had of this lace, so it's pre-cut regardless. It is what it is. So hopefully it's enough, because I would be really bummed if it wasn't. I was looking forward to doing this particular flower. But you can see we're almost there. And I think we're going to be fine. So again, I'm just going to keep sewing all the way to the end. Okay, fingers crossed. And we've got our circle, and I think that is going to actually be perfect. So I got lucky with this one, and I'm going to pull it as tight as I can here, and I'm just going to go in through the other side here and attach these two edges and pull it tight. And I'm going to go to the back side here. Actually, that side looks really clean. Let's see. Yeah. This has to be the back side because the double part is on the other side. And I'm just going to get a good couple of stitches in here, and then I'll start knotting it. So right here I'm going to put a knot, so I'm going to get to my loop here, and it does want to catch on the edges of the lace when you're sewing, and I got a particularly long piece of thread on this needle, so and so you can see all my stitches are going to be on the back side, so you're not going to see that red thread at all. But the good thing is you guys can see what I'm doing while I'm doing the tutorial. Okay, so we've got enough there, and I'm just going to go ahead and knot this thread again because that's plenty to use in my next flower. And then you guys don't have to wait for me to be able to visually get that thread through the eye of that needle, even though it's a big one. So that's our flower, and it looks really nice and ruffly and pretty. And what I like to do is I will take these two edges and I'm going to put a dot of glue on the top ruffle here to put those two edges together, and I'll do the same thing on the bottom side. I'm just going to put a little bit more glue on that one since it's a longer edge. So there we go. And then you just kind of want to fluff and move it around until you get it exactly where you want it, all your little ruffles and things. Okay, just like that. And then you want to pick your centerpiece. So on this one, I was thinking that would be really pretty. I really like that centerpiece because it's soft and pretty. Or you could take like a little doily and put it in the center and do it like that. And then I've got this one, which is very, very pretty. It looks nice with that. It kind of goes with that dusty rose color. And I've got this one, which also goes really nice and adds to the vintage look of this one because this lace is so vintagey looking. So that would be pretty. So I just have to choose which one I want to go with. That looks really nice. I don't know if I want to put the doily in there though, because it almost looks prettier without it. And then I thought maybe just to add to this, I want to find the edge where I glued the pieces together. If I can. I guess it's good if I can't find it, right? That means I put it together really, really well. And so far I'm not finding the edges. That's funny. Oh, here we are. Here's the edge where I sort of glued those tips together. But I was thinking on this one I might add a piece of this dangle lace and just kind of put it like right there and put that on top, and then have that pretty dangle coming out of it. That would be pretty with this centerpiece. I mean, look at that. That looks really, really, really nice. And then we've got this one. And actually, because of the vintageness of this one, I think I'm actually going to go with this one. I think I decided. So I'm going to add these here. Just like that. Gail, don't yell at me because I'm going to put this right here and I know what you're saying. Gail is saying she's covering up the middle pieces. Why didn't I cut these off and do it that way? I just didn't. Okay, and we're going to put that one in the center, and I'm going to kind of push it down into the middle where the hole is because I kind of want it to puff up a little bit on the edges. And that's the one way that I know to get that effect is by pushing it kind of through the hole a little bit in the center. And then you could even take this if you wanted to kind of go a step further. Let me see. I'm going to get a pearl here. Or maybe I'll even grab a couple of these. These would be pretty coming sort of out from the flower too. Or you could take one of the pearls and put it in the center. Let's take that big pearl here, and you could pop that in the center which I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue there and pop that in. And then I'm going to take these little pieces of pearls. I'm going to put a few of these on here and just kind of have them popping out. And this one I'm going to put going that way so we have a big pearl popping out. And this is my gorgeous pearl trim that Kim sent me a long time ago. I get so much use out of this trim. I just love it. And this one, I think I'm going to go, let's see, I think I'm going to shorten this a little bit. And I like having that big pearl popping out, so I think it would be pretty popping out next to these dangles. I'll grab another piece of that. And I'm going to put one on this side. Just like that. And, oh shoot, I lost my end. How did I do that? Oh, there's an end. Okay, and let's just cut a couple of those off. And I'm going to put this one right here. And then these little bursts, I'm just going to kind of put in a couple of spots. Let's see, we'll put one right here. Make it point the right direction. And we'll take this one and put it right here. And we need one more right there. Okay, so there's that flower in what, 10 minutes? We got that done and we have a beautiful, beautiful flower for a project. And I think it came out absolutely stunning. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Since we have a little time, we're not too far into the time here. Maybe I can get this whole thing done in 30 minutes. We're going to give it a shot. So now we're going to do the blue lace. And again, I'm just going to use my red thread. And I'm going to use the ribbon section sort of as my guide for this. Doing my knot at the end. And we're just going to start doing about 1/4 of an inch stitches. I'm kind of coming up at one edge of the ribbon and down at the other edge. That way I can stay consistent. Well, I guess I'm not staying too consistent because it's closer on one edge. But that's okay. I don't think that really matters that much. It just means you're going to get a rufflier ruffle. Is that a word? Rufflier? A more ruffly ruffle. Okay. And we're just going to keep on going. And hopefully this red thread won't show on this one. This is a little bit different. So I'm hoping it won't be too prominent. And again, with this lace, you're not going to need as much because you're making a smaller flower. So just keep that in mind. Smaller lace equals smaller flower equals less lace. So Okay, let's see where we're at with this one. Oops, I got caught. There we go. Sometimes I have a hard time holding on to these things. And that's actually pretty good right there, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. And then I've got enough that if I want to, I can do another flower. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it off right there. And I think I'm just going to go with putting one more, if I can get it to go through, one more stitch through there. Pulling it tight and then trying to get the other side and get a tight bond between those two ends. Just like that. And I'm going to flip it over. And it is easier for me, you guys, to just flip it over and hold it down and get these stitches in than to try and hold it in the air and do this. So, and I think honestly you guys can probably see what I'm doing a little bit better from this direction, so I think it works for the video purpose too. Okay, find my two edges. It's hard to see the edges on this one because it's so tiny. There we go. And we're going to go through the loop, tie a knot, and I'm going to do one more knot just to make sure. I'm always afraid these knots won't hold. I don't know. I don't trust them. And you can see some of my red thread there, but that's okay because that's the back side. Not gonna hurt a thing. So there's our flower, and you can see it came out really nice and ruffly and pretty. I like it a lot. And then I had pulled this little snowflake applique out because I thought this would be pretty as the centerpiece for this one. So that's what I'm going to use. And then I also thought maybe I might use a piece or two of this yellow trim because blue and yellow goes so nice together. Maybe I'll take and put like 3 little pieces of this popping out kind of underneath the snowflake, and that really looks good. So I'm going to put the snowflake down first so that I know exactly where I want to place these other little trims. Okay, so again, I just kind of pushing that down through the hole there. And this is where my end is. So I'm going to take the longest one of these and put it at that end. And this is how we conceal those areas that might show a little differently, you know, that you don't want people to be focused on that opening. And I will take that opening also, like I did the other one. I'm just going to put a little dot of glue and pinch those edges together. Okay, now let's go right about there for this one. And this one's a little bit smaller. I don't know. I'm not sure where I put this trim to be able to grab a little bit bigger piece. Let me see if I can find it quickly. There it is. Okay, I want to get a little bit bigger one than that. So we're just gonna, let's see. I like to get a good little clipping of the green on this trim. And you get this trim at Kiki's, you guys. I get this from Debbie over at Kiki's sale. I adore this trim, and I love all of the colors. She's got yellow, red, pink, purple. I don't know if she has blue or not. But I love this trim because you can use it for so many different things. So you guys, get over and do some shopping over at Kiki's when she does her next sale, because Debbie has really awesome prices. Number one, you can't beat her prices on her. She sells embellishments, laces, flowers, bling, you name it. She sells it. A lot of her, she even sells some of her handmade flowers that she makes, and trust me, she makes beautiful handmade flowers. So you want to definitely get over there and check out Kiki's, because it's well worth spending a few bucks at one of her sales to get some really great embellishments. I got these there, this there. Actually, I think the lace from this, I think I got that from Gail over at Fava of 4. And Gail has sent me a ton of lace. So I get a lot of that from her, but I also get a lot of my laces from Debbie over at Kiki's. So, and she's got some of the prettiest laces you're ever going to find. So I encourage you all to get over there and do some shopping, because like I said, it's well worth it. And Debbie is a straight shooter. She's honest and trustworthy, and she's just an awesome lady and a very, very good friend. All of the girls will tell you that are part of Kiki's sale group on Facebook will tell you that Debbie is an amazing woman. So, okay, so there's that flower. So these are the two that we've made. And then, let's see, let's go ahead and make this little pink one real quick, because I definitely want to make this one, and if you guys are willing to stay and watch, I want to get this one, because I think there's just enough of this lace to do a very small flower. And I'm going to try and be quick here, you guys. I'm doing a little bit closer stitches on this, because somehow inside I feel like if you're doing a smaller flower, you want to do smaller stitches. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm going to look at it that way. And I don't know if I'm stitching this on the end that I really wanted to or not, but that's okay. Both ends are pretty, but one edge is a little more sheer than the other edge, and I kind of like the sheer edge popping out, and I got the solid edge popping out, but that's okay. No big deal. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we're going to get a full flower. I wish my hands worked better. You guys, I have to go to work this afternoon. I'm working a late shift tonight. I'm working from 6 to 11:30 p.m. So I'm trying to get stuff done today before I go to work. This is something that I'm not used to having to do, so I have to get used to working and trying to do my other stuff at the same time. But I think I can do it. I don't think it's going to be too big of a problem. Okay, where am I? I'm trying to find both ends here. Okay, I had it twisted. All right, so I've got this to the end. I'm going to attach my edges here. But I do want to pull that good and tight and then get through this edge here and get these pulled together quickly. And let me sew these together. And now I'll do my knots. I'm going to do 2 knots and then we will cut this off. And for this one, I just need something really tiny in the center. And so I took out some of my little tiny resin flowers that I got from my friend Sherry. She sent me a whole bag of these things, and they're so great to use as small centerpieces and flowers. So I just love them. Boy, did I get that one tight in the middle. Wow. It's just closed. So let's get a little glue there. I'm going to use the pink one here. And I'm just going to put that right in the center. Just like that. And there we have a teeny tiny flower. So we have our small one, our medium, and our large one. So those are the flowers that we made in today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I love, love, love making flowers. It's my passion. It's something that I really, really enjoy. And so these are some of the other ones that I already had made. Let me just put those out on display for you. Got this one, and we've got this little gold one. So these are all my little lace flowers, and so fun, you guys. So get your lace out, get a needle and thread, and make some of these. These are so fun and therapeutic, and you guys will love them. And you can use them in so many different projects. You can use them on little girls' hair bows if you want to make hair bows for your grandchildren, your granddaughters, or your daughters, or headbands. You could use them on those. You could use them on your memory boxes, on your gift bags. You could use them as embellishments for gift wrapping. You name it, you can use these for so many different things. They're so versatile and so wonderful to play with. So, and what a nice pop they add to just about anything you could make. So yeah, you guys, thanks for watching, and God bless each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And if I don't see you guys before then, which I probably will, I'm going to make a few more videos before Christmas. Don't forget the giveaway. My giveaway in my Etsy shop. Tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow is December 16th. That's the last day you can get in for the giveaway raffle for my Etsy shop. So if you go over to my Etsy store and you spend $40 or more, you will be entered into the raffle. The raffle I will be hopefully doing on the 17th or right there about, so that I can get the package mailed out on next week. So this is the giveaway that I am doing, and I've also done a couple of other videos on it, and I showed everything that's in here, but it's this little box here filled with all kinds of amazing, amazing goodies. And if you haven't seen my video yet, go back and watch the video where I pulled everything out of here, plus those, and showed everybody what all is in this box. And it is, you can see, it is absolutely packed full of great, great, great things. Some things that you guys might be really surprised to see in here. But really awesome things to do lots of different projects. There's one of my little handmade tiny books that I made with the pair of glasses that's in here. And a kit to make an altered watch. You can watch my altered watch video and make your watch. So there's tons and tons of great things in that box, you guys. Well worth spending $40. That box alone is worth $40. So yeah, get over there, do some shopping, and again, you got to do it by tomorrow, December 16th, in order to qualify to be in the raffle. So I'll see you guys at my Etsy store, and I'm going to leave pictures at the back end of my flowers here. And have a blessed day and a blessed Christmas if you don't come back over before then. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I really greatly would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you'll get notified when I do my future videos. And hit the like button, please, you guys. I need those likes so that YouTube will get my videos in front of other people. That's the only way it's going to happen for me. That's the only way I'm going to be able to grow my channel is through those likes, your comments, and your subscriptions. So I appreciate that all of you are helping me out trying to grow my channel. It's working. I'm just trying to get it to work a little bit faster. So share my videos. If you have friends that you think might want to watch them, share them across your Facebook page. I would love that, you guys, if you would just put them out there. Messenger, send them to your friends through Messenger. Tell them to watch the videos. Yeah, and then send them to my Etsy shop as well. Let them know I've got lots of great Christmas gifts over there. So take care, everybody. God bless, and bye-bye. I'll see you in the next video.